42 colorized and AI enlarged history photos you must see, Part 9.
Subscribe for daily content. Support this channel so it can grow. Join my Patreon to see exclusive videos and photos.
Please follow me on Twitter for even more quick updates.
1. Adolf Hitler visits C.G. Mannerheim, who is celebrating his birthday. This was the same day that Mannerheim was honored with the title Marshal of Finland, a title that no one else has held since. June 4, 1942. 2. Hermann Göring sits in the dock at the Nuremberg trial, 1946. 3. USS Macon flying over New York Harbor, circa summer 1933. The southern end of Manhattan Island is visible in the lower left center. 4. Thomas Edison relaxing on a Vagabonds camping trip, 1921. 5. Orville Wright conducts a gliding experiment with a glider resembling the Wright 1911 powered machine, ca. 1911. 6. A German paratrooper from the 3rd Fallschirmjäger Division captured near Weywurz, Belgium, 15 January 1945. 7. A Day at the Beach, ca. 1900. 8. Lyndon B. Johnson meeting with civil rights leaders Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., Whitney Young, and James Farmer in the Oval Office in 1964. 9. C.G. Mannerheim, widely regarded as Finland's greatest leader and the only person to have ever held the title Marshal of Finland. Helsinki, 1919. 10. New York, New York. Grumman Wildcat airplane exhibited at Columbus Circle for bond-selling purposes, September, 1942. 11. A Finnish soldier poses with his Panzerschreck, which he used to neutralize 4 Soviet heavy tanks. July 28, 1944. 12. Armored amphibious tractors of a Marine battalion form into line as the first waves of the Marine invaders commence the charge for the beach at Okinawa. April 1, 1945. 13. Finnish ace Hans Wind stands next to the cockpit of his Brewster B-239. Wind confirmed 75 air combat victories in World War II. August 26, 1943. 14. Infantry on a march behind the Moscow Peace Treaty line. Ruskala, September 22, 1944. 15. 10-year-old Kazimiera Mika, whose older sister was killed during a German air raid, is comforted by American photographer Julian Bryan, Poland, 13 September 1939. (16) The nuclear devastation of Hiroshima 71 years ago. 17. U.S. Army soldiers use a jeep to move a very low-altitude barrage balloon in southern England before D-Day, circa May 1944. 18. School at Anthoston, Kentucky. By Lewis Hine, 1916. 19. Japanese soldiers climb out of rocks and bushes of Karama Reto and into water to give themselves up to crew of picket boat, May, 1945. Frederick Charles Stacey of the Royal Navy on admission for treatment for wounds sustained in World War I, and seen after the successful plastic surgery. German World War II Field Marshal Erwin Rommel. 2 color guards and color bearers of the Japanese-American 100th Battalion, 442d Combat Team, stand at attention, while their citations are read. They are standing on ground in the Bruyères area, France, where many of their comrades fell. November 12, 1944. One-wheel motorcycle, invented by Italian M. Goventosa de Udine, 1931. A U.S. Army Air Force's Douglas C-47 Skytrain flies over the Giza Pyramids in Egypt, 1943. African American "Doughfoots of the 92nd Infantry" Buffalo Division pursue the retreating Germans in Massa Carrara, Italy. April, 1945. A PBY-5A Catalina patrol bomber cruises against a backdrop of snow-clad mountains in Aleutian Islands, searching for enemy activity. March, 1943. U.S. medium Sherman tank of the 12th Armored Division in the U.S. Hussein-les-Châteaux in France. February, 1945. Two U.S. Marines look over Iwo Jima from atop Mount Suribachi, where just 2 days before, the U.S. flag was famously risen. February 25, 1945. Street scene in Harlem, New York, June 1943. Sammy Davis Jr. and Martin Luther King Jr. backstage at New York's Majestic Theater, 1965. Ernest Hemingway in uniform, June to July, 1918. Happy Birthday. Lieutenant Colonel Buck Compton of the famous Easy Company, 101st Airborne Division. CA. 1945. Tower Bridge under construction, London 1889. I Am a Man, striking sanitation workers of Memphis Local 1733 during the march led by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on March 28, 1968. U.S. Marines speed toward the beaches of Iwo Jima in LVTs, February 19, 1945. Finnish seamen of Minelayer Ruotsinsalmi lay contact mines in the Gulf of Finland, May 18, 1942. Soldiers of the Swedish Volunteer Battalion clear out Russian bunkers on the Hanko front, August 29, 1941. Somme, in late July 1916. The 23rd RE fighters in a trench. Somme 100. 39. A Finnish aircraft lies covered on a cold winter morning, December 11, 1943, near the River Svir. 40. Theodore Roosevelt c. 1916, at his home, Sagamore Hill, Oyster Bay, NY. 41. Charles I of Austria and IV of Hungary, was the last ruler of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and the last king of Hungary, seen here in uniform. 42. Pilots of No. 303 Polish Squadron RAF with one of their Hawker Hurricanes, October 1940.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a comment, like and subscribe. Support the channel so I can bring you more content. Thank you again.